That was better. It was more organized.
Nah, what's up?
My question to Jared is, when Meeka said that, why did you look at me like I was supposed to save you?
Don't say
You
it.
like, I'm big.
He did look at you too.
Right, I'm like, what? But so Mac and Meeka Live, let's tell the people what Mac and Meeka Live is about, Meeka, since some people are new here today.
You can do that. I've been drinking.
Oh my gosh.
No, thank you first and foremost for coming out and spending time with us tonight.
Because you could be anywhere else.
Yes, you could be anywhere, but you're here with us.
This is definitely the pregame because we always be like, even though I come here in shorts sometimes, like, oh, because I ain't going nowhere tonight.
We always
you drink, they're like, you ain't getting with them shorts. And they're like, you're right. And then, so I realized, just stop wearing shorts because you're going to go out anyway.
No, but Mac and Meeka Live, we're here. We provide a vibe. It's all about the experience. And we come together and we talk about the trending topics for the week. We talk about sports. And we do all of this over some tequila and Tito's, I guess you want to say. Yeah. Tequila and vodka. Vodka, yeah. Tito's can cut that check, so.
Right.
But yeah, no, but so thanks again for coming out.
You can beep us out when we say.
Yeah.
The other brand.
Kathy, like, I ain't looking for that.
Right. Kathy, like, you got me working too hard.
No, but how was your week?
I'm about to ask you that. But, all right, I'll start with my week. I think I used Monday to recover. Because we went out Sunday night.
Where did we go?
Studio 183.
Oh, in Brick.
In Brick House.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like I barely be remembering Brick House, though. Like,
no, Brick was lit. Brick was good.
I don't remember it being lit because I just feel like I remember like moments. I don't remember like the whole time.
Brick was a nice little vibe.
Yeah, and I feel like the week before I don't even remember certain moments. Remember I had to call you. Like, did we say something to somebody?
Let me tell you, so Mac always calls me the next morning and be like, yo, what did we talk about with boy?
I knew we talked, but I don't know what we were talking about.
Somebody. What were we saying? Oh yeah, with EJ. Yeah, that's what you called me about. Yeah, so that was funny. Yeah.
I know we said something. I remember looking at you like, "Ain't that right, Meeka?" And you were like, "Ah," and it was like, and I don't know what they were saying.
We was cursing somebody out. We was cursing out his former teammate.
Yeah.
And we told him about himself.
And I guess he was about to tell us about ourselves.
He wanted to, but he wouldn't. I was like, say something. Say something. He wouldn't say anything. But
we got to get him on soon as a guest.
Yeah.
Sit on the couch
he claims he's coming. We'll see.
We ain't going back to the one until he's still on this couch.
Yes. I'm not going to the one cigar lounge either. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going to Atlanta because he has a few little spots.
We definitely need to use this as a clip.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But shout out to EJ though. He's a dope person.
He's cool when he wants to be.
Yeah. Oh God.
But all right, so yeah, Sunday, so Monday is kind of like my day where I gotta regroup, so I'll push it. My day starts late on Mondays just because Sundays are so long. Cause we start going out like on Sundays like 8:00.
Yeah, we get to the spot at 8.
That's early. And then like we party till 3, which is somewhere early for Miami, but it's still like a long period of time of being on. I'll be fucked up by the time.
Some days you go longer. I don't go longer. Only
I ended up going to Live the other day. The other week I did go to Live. Live is cool, but I see like Live is like more about seeing who else is in there and like that thing. When I actually want to like be vibing and stuff, I'm not really trying to like. I don't care who's there. Like, I go to clubs. See, thing with me is I go out and hang out with the people who I want to be around. Yeah. Not really interested in who may be there or who is there. Like, okay, they're here now. What?
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people do though. They're there.
Yeah, and it's just like, we're here, and we're just.
But that's why we can always have a good time no matter where we are. We could be at somebody's house.
Regardless, we have a good time.
We always have a good time.
All we need is drinks, music, and the right personalities, and we good.
Drinks are key.
Right. So what else was going on this week? You ain't go to Taco Tuesday this week, y'all ain't invite me yet.
I've been banned from Taco Tuesday.
You banned from Taco
I'm joking.
Damn.
No, but I did go away. I had to go back to New York. So.
Oh, Jared, she ain't invite me? You be there too. Shit. Either way, don't invite me.
Wait, you pointed at me because I was banned? Or you pointed at me?
Because you ain't invite me.
Wait. Pointing because I invited him.
You need clarification, I'm telling you.
Because he banned my ass. No, I'm just playing. I'm joking. But no, I had to go to New York, but this
you
weekend I had to go to New York.
So what took place in New York? You got more activities. You didn't travel this week and all.
You know what? This week was regular though. London is still balling. London's still balling. Nia's still cheering, and I'm still celibate. You know, this week is just regular.
Was somebody out there trying to buy a bit or what?
What?
It almost went over your head, but you was like, wait a minute.
I know. No. Well, listen. No. No. But I'm joking.
Nobody when you was in New York was trying to purchase.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah. I was all about my business.
So what was going on in New York?
So New York, Magazine. So Pink Mag, we had ever since the gala, we've been getting a lot of buzz.
That's
good. One of the girls that we honored, Erica Pittman, she was the head honcho over at Sean Combs Enterprises forever.
Ask her if she can hook me with some Sean John. I think they make it come back.
But she's still besties.
I know she knows somebody.
No, she's still besties with him and stuff like that. But we were talking and she just wants to come on board and she wants to just take the brand.
Oh, that's good. So that's
we dope. Yeah. We were like,
she
okay.
The brand. I feel like y'all put together nice events.
Yeah.
Y'all are great curators.
Yeah, but this time,
take my time with that word.
This time we had a product that superseded what they even expected. So that was what you said. They were waiting for a regular magazine, like we normally would send out to them in a press kit. You know, to just say, oh, here it goes, and check out your picture. This time we did a hardcover, and shout out to Meeka, my partner, because this was her idea.
Meeka Moore Henson.
This was her idea to do it hardcover. For the 1 year, well, not the 1 year, for our first gala and have that at the table for everybody. Okay. So Wendy was like, oh shit. Everybody was like, oh shit. It's a coffee table.
Oh, this magazine. Nice.
Yeah, I gotta give you one. It's a coffee table magazine, so it's dope. And so that really did strike a chord with everybody. Everybody was, hey, Dawn, you see? So
Danye West in the building.
Danye East.
You trying to play him now? Hold on.
No.
I said when.
He's so good. That's my boy. But it was such a great. I was only there for a day. I was in and out.
You was in and out.
I was in and out.
I know. I had to look on her Instagram. I said, well, first of all, I didn't even know you were gone.
Yeah. And I said, I'm gonna be back for the show. So I'm coming right back. But it was a dope meeting. We were up all night, but it was just great. It was a great little vibe.
Yeah, I called y'all at 1 something. Y'all was still out somewhere.
No, we weren't out. We had her husband's friends came over and we was drinking. We was driving boats. We was doing all kind of crazy shit.
Y'all was driving boats?
Well, you know.
You said her husband's friends.
Yeah.
Meeka looking at me like, okay, and stop it there.
No, it's his friends. Okay. We know each other. We all went the wedding together. We're all cool.
Okay.
Not we don't.
Y'all putting that boat in that water?
No.
Boat's going water, Meeka.
Okay, but I don't know what you're trying to insinuate. I thought you meant the wet kitty. I don't know that. We weren't doing all of that.
I'm joking.
Yeah, shout out to Deanna and Monty and those guys. They always show us a good time.
That's great. Yeah. So when did you get back? I said, wait. So is London? Are they still undefeated?
No, they lost yesterday, but then they.
How did they handle it? Because that's the most important thing.
Yo, yesterday's game was crazy. First of all, my kid be hacking, so I knew there was gonna be a fight sooner or later, right? And it was sooner rather than later. Yo, so shorty, they elbowed London in the neck. London pushed this girl down. It was just crazy, but it's because she's like an ant on you. Her defense is sick.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I love it. But they lost the game by just a couple points. But
they'll see them again.
Crazy. It was crazy. This game today, they had an impromptu game. The team that they beat last week wanted a rematch.
I didn't know they just did that. We want to rematch.
Yeah, they wanted a rematch. So they played in a day that they didn't have a game, and they bust their ass again.
It was real.
They did, but it was good. And then so this parent today. I mean, she's not really at all the games, so I guess maybe I did kind of snap at her, but she's not there all the time. And today, my parents and my other kid and I always they're at the games with me. And this lady looks at me. London is beasting, she's like out there like just denying every shot. Like she's so little. That's what makes it so ill though. Because she's little and she's like stealing the ball. She's like just diving. It's just crazy. So this lady looks up from another row. I'm always at the top. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, London is playing so good today. I said, every day.
Right.
Right? So my kid, Naya, looks at me. She's like, you don't have to be like that. Like, why are you like that? And I was like, but I didn't even look at her, actually. I didn't look at her. I was like, every day. And then Naya looks up at me and she's like, why do you have to be like that? Then my mother tasked me. She's like, why are you so mean? And I was like, she tried to play her. Like, if she didn't say today.
Right. I know, I get you.
Yeah. If she didn't say today.
I feel like I would say that too.
If she didn't say today.
I don't know where you been, but she been playing like this.
That's what I wanted to say. I was like, I guess you need to come off then.
Right.
But it was just crazy. I was like, if she didn't say today, I tried to explain it to them when we left. I was like, and because they had me hot. Like, they made me feel like I was the bad guy for the rest of the half. Like, because it was like going into the second. It was.
So you didn't want to say much?
Huh?
You didn't want to say much?
Oh, no, I was still yelling after
that.
But I wouldn't look her way. Like, before I'd be like, go, Matt, because I think her daughter's name is Matt. I was like, go, Matt. But I didn't even look at her, right? And Naya was just like, they made me feel some kind of way. But then when the game was over, I was telling her, I was like, yo, if she ain't say today, it was all shade. Like, if she ain't say today, then I would have never been like, oh, thanks. Like, yeah, she's out there. Ooh, right? But I'm a wild out. Like, I'm a wild out at the games. And I think that the other coach wanted to rematch because of me. I swear to God. Like, it had nothing to do with the
I gotta come to one of these games.
It had nothing to do with the loss.
Definitely gotta come to a game and witness this.
It had nothing to do with the loss. It had to do with me wilding. Like, I'm out there the loudest one. I'm the loudest one. And
what days do they know? Play Tuesday and Thursday?
No, they play like it could be any day. They have just a schedule. They played some games in December too. But I think it really had to do with me because the other coaches are always just regular, and then I'm yelling, and the kids start winning, and they just start getting super loud, and I'm like, oh, you trying to compete with me, huh? Like, slow down, bro. But no, it is what it is. But yesterday, they caught 2 techs. It was just it's been crazy, and they only in 6th grade.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm ready to get lit tonight. It's a stressful week.
But let's take like a little break, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about sports, and then we'll have Jared come up and join us.
Yeah, we'll have Jared.
5-minute break.
And then we'll have him up here for 2 minutes because he's annoying. I'm just playing. We love Jared.
Well, we're in our sports edition right now. We're in the sports segment of Meeka Live, and we're going to skim through some things. We're going to skim through the Miami Hurricanes because they had a bye week last week. They have a game tomorrow. And we're also going to skim through the Dolphins because they lost to the Buffalo Bills. So they're, 28? So, let's move right along to us joining back to dance. Jared, when you going to come to dance class with us?
Never.
When I'm invited. Just like Taco Tuesday.
Stop
okay.
lying. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, because Mac invites you to like everything.
When does Meeka invite him to?
The podcast.
Okay, you invite him to dance class?
Wait, you got commentary coming from the audience?
He invited you to Taco Tuesday. You invited him. Who invited who to Taco Tuesday?
Well, he couldn't invite me. It's not his thing. It's
I didn't know how it started.
Oh no, it's Lily. It's Lily and Alan.
Oh.
Wait, I invited you?
I don't know, Lily.
Pass the mic.
But did I invite you? Or did Jay invite you?
You had to invite me.
No, don't act like I'm the only person you know that's at Taco Tuesday, bro.
Meanwhile, I ain't been invited yet, y'all.
You were invited. Stop lying.
When? I didn't even know what time this shit. I didn't find out what time Taco Tuesday was.
No, I said
Today. I was this years old today when I found out the time that I was Taco Tuesday.
But don't
so
act
what
like,
was it?
Don't act like I'm the only person you know at Taco Tuesday. You know Jermaine.
Who?
I'm talking about him.
Oh.
No, I told you. Remember I told you, I said, yo, you gotta come. And then you said, just let me know next week. Let me know when.
Did you let me know?
And that's what happened. That's where the miscommunication was.
There was no miscommunication. You didn't let me know.
I was running late on Tuesday. And so I forgot to tell you. So that was my bad.
It's okay to say, you know what? My bad. I was wrong.
I just said that.
That's not what you were saying.
I said it in a roundabout way. I said I was running late.
Well, let's say it this way.
No,
you know what?
I'm not.
In true Leo fashion, she would not just say, you know what, Damien? I forgot.
You crazy. Gotta love B-Man.
That's them Leos. But so we're moving on to sports. So like I was saying about dance class and inviting Jared.
I'm ready.
That's not what happened. Meeka, are we going to make it back? Because I haven't been back in a couple weeks either.
Well, you know, with London's sports schedule and Naya's cheer schedule, it's going to be hard. But
difficult.
Yeah, I've been getting back. They've had games in Boca both Mondays.
In Boca?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all travel.
Yes, St. Andrews and Pinecrest were back-to-back Mondays. So by the time we got home, it was like 9, like dance class at 9:30. So we get home at 9, and I got to get them something to eat, you know, whatever, make sure his homework is done. So I just was like, I'm done. I'm not going to lie, I'm spent. But this Monday, they're off, so this Monday.
Oh, they're off?
Yeah, they're off all week.
Okay, so I'm going to go back this Monday for the first time.
So I'll be back this Monday. But Jared's not coming because Jared don't dance.
You do the rock away?
I can show her.
I'm thinking about
I don't know
that
how to dance though.
What?
Oh,
I said I can show her.
He did another song, yeah. Young Dro. You don't know how to dance for real?
What you mean I cut up like Michael Jackson when he turned white?
But no, choreography is a little different.
I know it's a it's like
it's choreographed, so you know, you learn. Like you might have your own grooves, but like in choreography, it's like you got to learn somebody else's.
And we
I'm
can't
coachable.
move like
Because you know I ain't never see you dance at the Williams Invitational.
I'm coachable.
ever. And he's been there like.
Time out, no. You didn't see me dance because I had a mask on. We were all having different masks.
Oh, you was up there dancing for real?
Yeah.
You was not dancing. Stop your
I was Kermit the Frog.
Oh.
Stop the lies.
Right. Right.
I don't know if you telling the truth or not.
We'll never know.
All right, so moving on to the next segment. Well, not the next segment, but speaking of dance, we seen Venus Williams and Gronkowski dancing at the Lakers game halftime.
I can see why we beat Venus Williams dance team as well. I gotta say.
Listen,
she look crazy. I love her. Love her. But
that's her
so
dog.
at the Williams Invitational, Mac, our team we got silver behind Serena's team, and Venus got bronze. But
they had professional dance. First of all, they cheated.
They did cheat.
They had people blowing fire.
And
She's swinging from a big hula hoop in the sky.
They had the whole
They had people doing silk.
Yeah, the silk wrap.
But they're gonna tell me no professional dancers. It's like
they had professional.
what average Joe does all these things? Fucking blows fire.
They had choreographer too or something, right? They had some crazy shit.
I don't care what choreography you have. You gotta learn to
I'm
dance.
saying they had a lot of shit, and guess what? They had about 30 people there, and we had 6 of us.
No, it wasn't 6 of us.
There was about 6 or 7 of us. There wasn't a lot. There wasn't a lot of us.
No, they had an army. They had more than. They had like 25. We had probably like 11.
Max, stop.
Y'all look like Sean T.
Well, I'm not counting Sean. I'm not counting.
They was part of the dance team.
He was the choreographer, so I really didn't really count him. He wasn't in the dance. He was the main person for the He was the narrator. He was more of the narrator. He wasn't in the dance though. We danced.
He danced with him. So
he did the little.
You know, when I you think about it, I think he did figure us out. We did all the damn work.
Yeah, we did all the work. He did the main narrator and whatever, but we killed it. And I can't.
You gotta remember, Brad was in there. We had a lot of people.
Okay, we had some people, but
my mom, Nico.
Look, listen,
Nikki, David Clowney. We had Yolanda. We had Nicole.
I was in New York, and I learned this dance on the screen.
She did.
And I came out there and we
had video, and I just knew, I like, she ain't gonna know this shit. Because if somebody tell you a video like, learn these dance routine, I'm like, she ain't gonna know this shit.
You know, I'm competitive as a
Meeka got there, I'm like, the fuck? You know what I do is, me and Miko, because Miko, she does like choreography. Yeah, there was 2 Mikos. So
Miko Grimes and Miko
Hair. Miko Hair knows how to do choreography, so I had her learn it, and then I went to the studio with her, just me and her, and said, give me a head start. And I never did no damn routine before, so I was like, give me a little head start. Like,
first time doing routine?
Hell yeah, it's like 8th grade talent show or some shit.
No, he did his thing for that. That's definitely. I thought Rock looked good too. I thought he looked good for somebody to me that I think is not a dancer. But
no, he did good. So you feel like he did better than Venus?
Hell yeah!
Y'all gonna stop playing my people.
I ain't say nothing. I just asked the question.
Stop playing my people right now. Because y'all cheated too.
No, we didn't.
How was she then?
So Serena cheated because Serena had Broadway dancers.
Serena cheated all across the board.
The word on the street was Serena had Broadway dancers and y'all had all the strippers.
What was the stripper on our team?
Wait. I gotta tell you the story though.
I heard about this story. They thought we were gonna do pole stuff and all that. Strippers.
No, so I didn't know Jared at this. This is years ago now, right? The last invitational. I didn't know him yet, and so we met each other at like.
He thought you was a dancer.
Yeah, he thought I was true. He was like, I was like, what? He was like, they said all the people on Mac's team was strippers, right? Like, what?
So Nicole, Yolanda was strippers.
So let me ask you this: in the competition, did somebody strip?
Yeah.
They did, but it wasn't even no girl.
Was somebody in a thong?
Not a thong. He was in a Speedo.
He was like, oh God.
I don't know what.
No, Sean T. He tried to.
Y'all got to see the show. Like it's hard to explain.
I don't even know why he did it. It didn't really. It went with whatever was going on. Like a Flintstones theme. I think that was the Flintstones.
Yeah. I don't know either.
It was
because we never seen it.
Was the theme
But listen the thing. Keep it funky. We never see him do that though. Like,
no, we never saw him do it in rehearsal.
In rehearsals,
so
we never
it was
knew
all
that
like,
was
what the hell is going on?
like, wait, what happened?
We were like, whoa, what part of the game is
We
this?
never knew it was coming, so we didn't know either.
What happened?
I think
we were
you know
just as surprised as everybody else.
I'm not gonna lie. I think what happened there was he was trying to go for the win. Like he was trying, we gotta go all out. And we gotta do. I think.
But ours was the best though. We had a whole story.
Ours was so good.
Ours was dope. We had
Yes, we
had props.
Ours was good for being like amateurs. Like ours was the best.
First of all, that was our first time ever entering. I never even went to the dance thing because I focused on tennis. Because I was the 3-time returning tennis champ.
I have a gold medal for that.
Right,
So
and then we won it again for the 4th year that year. So the dance portion, I was like, oh, fuck the dance, because this is the whole tennis thing. But they were like, no, because you keep winning tennis because y'all don't do the dance. Okay, we'll do the dance.
We'll beat y'all in dodgeball.
And we still won tennis.
We got bronze in dodgeball.
Yeah, we got third in dodgeball.
That's all right.
All right, but no, we can do better. We'll do better because it's going to go back to the old, like, this year they wanted to go back to the original because it was 10 years, so they wanted to be small and intimate this year, like it was when it first started. But it's going to go back to how it was, and we'll win the dodgeball. We'll win it. We'll win the dance. All this stuff we been doing with E now?
Yeah, we're going to kill it.
Well, I'm a free agent. I need to get signed.
Oh, okay. Come on over to death row.
No, he going to get passed up. He going to get passed up. We couldn't even pick him out of the dance for the other people. I don't want him. We don't want him.
Did you really dance?
I don't believe him. I really don't. He lies so much.
Let's see right now. Touching my Tuesday when it was on stage.
He didn't dance. He rapped or whatever he did.
Oh, okay. He did.
That's what she talking about when you and BT went up on stage.
On the GG tip.
She remembered that shit. I don't remember that.
I was surprised.
I didn't even know who went up with him. I was like, yo, I was up there arguing with EJ. That's what happened.
They touched the mic?
Yeah, that's when I
Joy told me she seen you too. She was like, I'm so used to shit. When I see Meeka, I forget she live here. She said, I'm living at Meeka like, well, damn, where man came? Yeah, she said, I forgot she live here now.
I seen her in Kamari. Yeah, it was dope.
She had told me that. So, all right. So our next subject is, what do y'all feel about, what I realize is when we do this, y'all can kind of speak up. We don't need a microphone because it actually
We usually have a third microphone.
We normally do, but I realized in the video it picked up. It picks up the audience's conversation too. So what we're going to talk about was Antonio Brown. He apologized to Robert Kraft. That was after the reports came out about, they still owe him $9 million. I mean, y'all think the apology was because it was like, since you got to pay me $9 million, you might as well put me back on the team and play me, or was it sarcasm? What do you think?
I think it was real and genuine what he did.
I do too.
But at the same time, his situation is still iffy.
What do you mean by that?
Iffy as far as, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Like, if you pick him up.
Oh, you're saying, so it's iffy on the Patriots' behalf to pick him up?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because it's more negative than positive that can come from the situation. The only positive is he gets you 400-500 yards for the rest of the season, but then when it hits, let's say that he does something wrong, he gets convicted of something. Now all the bad publicity is, all you care about is winning games.
That's true. And one thing about the NFL and these teams, the NFL is about protecting their shield and making sure that you don't do anything to kind of damage, because when I tell you, these people were right in these women activists, all these type of, they will write in religiously and be like, you don't support this, we're going to stop donating, whatever. However they get money, and it felt like, oh no, you got to go. Y'all ain't gonna mess up our little situation. So they'll end that. So yeah, that is true. You have a point. But I get where he probably was coming from. Like, since you got to pay me $9 million, I'm okay with playing. But yeah, I don't know.
I think the Eagles need him more.
What do you think?
I know Neff had something to say too.
It's bad for him, for the Patriots, right? It's just too much. Like you say, he too wild. You can't trust him. Like, he do what he want at hotels, tearing up stuff and all kinds of
He's a wild boy.
He's wild like that. Like you say,
That's crazy.
You're going to produce, but he's still going to, you're taking a risk, like,
Exactly.
the same reason why they don't want to sign Kaepernick. It's the publicity, all that energy they want to buy.
Well, I feel like that's a little different. And actually, the Kaepernick thing is the next subject we're going to talk about. The Kaepernick thing, my view on that is a little different. I don't feel like that's the same reason why they won't sign Kaepernick. Because Kaepernick really didn't do anything but kneel.
True.
And people try to put the reason why he's kneeling when he actually explained the reason. So that's a little different. And then with his whole workout, people are like missing a lot of things. And I've listened to
So many different
people. I've listened to, what's the man's name who talks loud? I'm trying to argue for people. Stephen A. Smith. They try to check people and everything, but it's like, bro, y'all keep talking about him making a decision not to do it, but a lot of things that was put out there about a waiver and no media and him they saying controlling the narrative, but it's like he could go in there with nobody, no coach, no nothing, and y'all could easily put out he did terrible. And it's like the world's gonna believe it. So it's like, you can't have no camera, you can't have nobody from your side to record. Your people can't even record on their phone. Like, that looks like a setup. It looks like, we're gonna give you this opportunity, take it, but you can't record nothing. Oh shit, it's not disrespectful. We're gonna give you this opportunity, take it, and it is what it is. Now, we're doing this because, at the end of the day, if you ask me, we're doing it because people are still protesting on Kaepernick's behalf. So we're trying to look like we're extending the olive branch and saying, we tried to give him a workout and he just didn't come and this and other. And it's like, it's not that. Because now when he got there, you're like, oh, these receivers you're not familiar with. He says, okay, I'll fly my own receivers that I'm familiar with. And then it's like, okay, y'all can't videotape anything. Nobody can videotape. It's only our cameras and all this. It was like, we can't even videotape, like, to show me throwing, to show something like, because whatever y'all put out is like, I can still show, like, no, this is what happened. And y'all deny me that. Like, that's unfair. Like, look at that. What are we doing?
So do you think he helped himself?
The waiver too.
Do you think he helped himself by having his own workout? Do you think that helped him in any way?
Either way, I don't think nothing was going to help him. It was done for a reason. Because, once again, any team, he was already blackballed. Because why the NFL got to say, oh, y'all, we got this workout for him now. Y'all Ben could have worked his ass out. Any team could have been working out whenever they wanted to. So why the NFL now going to say, basically, it's okay, y'all, to come and watch him work out this day because we put it together, even though we sent y'all a fucking letter to say, fuck him.
Right.
I agree.
Hello? Like, are we, like, we're not dumb. Like, come on, that's basically what it was. Like, you really pay attention. Like, y'all had to put together a workout on a fucking Saturday when the off day is Tuesday.
Exactly.
That's when people come work out and try for teams. I don't know fucking Saturday, the game the next day. So yeah, we're gonna have a workout on a Saturday, and then we don't want no cameras, no nothing there on his behalf, and it is whatever. Like, no, that's stuff. It's whack. It's stupid.
I feel like he knew that there was really no opportunity for him to get back in the league because who shows up to a job interview in a Kunta Kinte shirt?
He probably knew that once he seen it was a waiver and all that things. He was like, let me throw this shirt on because Nike gave him that shirt.
Right.
Because even in the waiver, it was talking about like employment, and when you do a waiver, it's usually like if you hit your head, you get hurt. Even if you go to any gym, it's talking about like bodily harm, don't sue us. But in the waiver, what I read online, it was saying like, this doesn't mean that you're going to have any type of employment. If you work out, it doesn't guarantee. So just that alone is like they're trying to take away whatever he can do with employment in that waiver when it shouldn't even been there. So I was like,
And trying to release any liability from himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But on the side of the NFL, I'm with Trump. Fake news. That was all fake news.
Oh my God. You look like you need a MAGA hat. You look like your ass would have one of those. That ass. No.
What's fake news?
No.
Trump do. I feel like Trump is partly telling the truth about fake news, though. I feel like a lot of fake news goes out.
You're right.
They're gonna. Like, I feel like they're gonna tell you. They want us to know what, it's like put out there to how they want us to perceive things. We don't know if we winning all these wars. We might get our ass kicked over there sometimes. Like, yes, we went over there, we did this and the other. They knew, but with certain people, we want to see proof. When you got Saddam and motherfucking Bin Laden, a bitch better videotape that shit. So we know it's real. All that other shit, we probably was getting our ass kicked a lot of times too. We ain't finna just go in there and just whoop everybody ass all the time. You have a bad day, shit. We way in they fucking place. They know where the fuck they live better than us, shit. So they come to my house and try to whoop my ass. Bitch, I know my house. Been a booby trap the fuck out y'all ass. Shit, but they gonna put that out there. Yeah, they won. That's like your friend with you. You get in a fight. Oh, my dog whooped her ass. Then we see the video like, she hung in there, but I don't know if she whooped her ass. Shit. I mean, people, tell the story to friend. What up, my Toronto gang in the building? Hey. Sasha and Tashi. I went to college with Tashi, y'all. So, that pretty much wrapped up the sports segment. So, we're going to take one more break, and then we're going to go to current events and trending topics. Oh, here, one of our guests is here.
There we go.
Let me play one of my favorite songs by him.
Yeah.
We just waiting on you.
Who's waiting on you?
Oh, I play this song in my workout.
Oh, do you?
Hell yeah.
You trying to call me out because I don't work out no more?
Meeka, you said that. I didn't say that.
There was no reason for you to bring that up.
I play this in my workout?
You could have just said it's my favorite song.
I ain't never say Meeka don't come to work out with me.
24-hour hip-hop,
You might as well come up here and join us.
What they do in my ear, yo, Brisco over like a ghoul, do you know who I is?
Damn.
D-Mac, what's up?
Shit, chillin'. I feel like it's my second time seeing you now.
I was gonna say, so we were out the other night, and he was out hosting, right? And we went to Mokai, right?
He was at Mokai, yeah.
Yeah, hey, let me tell you something. We love turn up people. You was turned up. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I've been confined for a little minute, so it's like when you keep a dog in the cage and you actually let him out, he run all around, so that's what I've been doing.
Everywhere, huh?
Yeah, I've been everywhere. How y'all doing though? What's up?
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Yeah, so I've always been like a Brisco fan. Like back when I had did like that Cypher a while ago, he participated in it, and then like he got a lot of songs that I like. But then as soon as you got out, you dropped a record as soon as you got out.
Yeah, Still Me. I did the Bitch on Me over.
Right.
Called Still Me. It's like a new revamp Bitch on Me, but it's on steroids. It's streaming everywhere on all platforms. Please download it. You know what I'm saying? It would be my pleasure to reap the residuals from that.
Done.
And that's that on that.
Yeah, for real.
So tell us about Brisco. So like you working on the project? I mean you downstairs in the studio working.
Yeah.
You was able to pop up?
I'm going crazy in the studio. I'm doing this album called Black Roses. I got Ball Greasy on there. I got Billy Blue, Brianna Perry, Rick Ross, Chief Pound, Dark Side Baby. You know what I'm saying? I just put a lot. I got the last record that Baby Soldier did before he went in. So it's like it's just been.
I heard you say all the names, but I ain't hear you say B-Mac.
B Major. I'm put B Major on there. So.
Yeah. Don't forget.
Is you gonna leave me a 16 or a 12 open?
Yeah, I'll write it for you too.
I write my own shit.
All right. I ain't tripping, man.
But I don't mind no assistance here and there though. But I'm about to get back in music too, because it's been a minute.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you like. You definitely is like one of my favorite artists. Like I feel like underrated, but I feel like this time around, just do the right things.
Yeah.
As far as like putting it out there.
Yeah, definitely underrated, but I think on this Black Roses album, I'm gonna be celebrated. You know what I'm saying? I think my time away helped me appreciate the people and help the people appreciate me and the music that I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm very passionate about my music and you know what I'm saying, the process, the whole process and everything about it.
So you know a collab that you should do?
What?
With JT.
Of course, hey, I swear on everything I love, I just had a conversation about that. I gotta do a record with JT because you know I lived in the same project. I lived in the bricks and the projects with Carisha. So I know Carisha like since she was a baby, you know what I'm saying? Just growing up in the same hood. And JT like always I cleaned her cause she gutter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. She the type of girl that, you know what I'm saying, she want a killer that gonna kill the killer. I'm gonna tell you with those two girls, they remind me of if Trina and Jackie was a group, man, that's who they would be. Exactly. City Girls. Exactly, yeah. Yes. But JT would be Jackie O. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I think that it was needed for the culture of Miami. It was. And I've seen, you know what I'm saying, they definitely are, they have a cult following, you know what I'm saying? When I came home, I seen pink hair and girls cutting their necks saying period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we needed that for the culture, we needed that for the hood and for the 305, so I salute them and I pray for them. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, so that's dope. Yeah. Who else would you want to work with? I did something with Major 9. Okay, yeah. Oh, Chad, he's dope too. Yeah. But you know what's crazy is like some people know he plays football and some people just think he does music. Like they don't know he does both. Yeah. He's blessed to be able to do both. Yeah, to do both. But he's talented because he produces dope too. Yeah. And balance it too, because it's all about the balance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can be a dope artist, but you don't have the balance with the business. You know what I'm saying? You probably most of the time you get lost in the sauce of the music industry. So I just think that, you know what I'm saying, that football and the season gives him time to appreciate it and, you know what I'm saying, count that blessing. Like, well, I can play football and on my downtime I can do a beat for Rick Ross. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shouts out to him. I've been trying to like reach my hand out to all the up and comers, you know what I'm saying? All the ones that's flourishing right now. Even the Kiddo Mars, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to B-Stuck. Shouts out to Hood Brat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Brat. All the girls like really rocking, they doing their thing. I feel like in the music industry right now, I feel like this is the most I've seen the females really just all of a sudden you have a lot of a hitmaker, Young Bird. Used to be with us. Yeah, exactly. Produced the whole Thought Box remix and he put all the females on. It's like it's a lot more females these days than it is males.
Disrespect again.
Right. And I feel like a lot of females have made a big emergence now when it was totally a male-dominated thing, but now the females are now trying to... Yeah, so I strongly advise them to create a movement. You know what I'm saying? Click up. Because, you know, they love the movement. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I remember I'm in prison, you know what I'm saying? I just bought a $2,500 phone. I think it was an old Galaxy. Damn, that price is high, right? $2,500 Galaxy, right? And I looked at Lil Baby was having a party and everybody pulled up. Yeah. I'm saying everybody bought gifts and watches and cars and it's just a movement. So people adapt to the movement. They want to see something moving, and everybody want to be a part of something. Right. And if you really look at like a lot of the in general, a lot of them try to come support each other a lot more. But even with the female side, where it used to be catty. Like if you see like Megan Thee Stallion is never trying to beef with nobody, and then I even seen Cash Doll, like it's not trying to beef. Like they're not trying to beef. They just trying to make money together because people gotta realize like all that beef shit. When a lot of people like both of y'all, it's like now we gotta pick a side. Yeah, and it causes people to lose money because y'all been going more towards. They do pick sides. They do. You know what I'm saying? I think with the women, the catty stuff, that's like fans. That's just so. It's just so throwback and childish and, you know what I'm saying, it looks, it dims they're beautiful, you know what I'm saying, so I think if they get together, you know what I'm saying, and rock it, you know what I'm saying, the guys, they go clean to that, and the girls, like, if you never gave another girl a chance, how would you know that girl is a star? Right. If Megan didn't get a chance, how would you know that was a star, you know what I'm saying, and you can see it from the relevance of Trina, she been that same smile forever.
she's welcoming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you need. That's what them girls need. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish they just click up everybody. You know what I'm saying? And move and keep making money.
Right, because that's all it's about. At the end of the day, is coming together and make some money. Like trying to feed her family, you know what I mean, friends and stuff. So
ain't nothing better than a girl that got her own bag that don't need to ask a dude for nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's real intimidating to a sucker.
Cup goals.
You know what I'm saying? So
that is intimidating. So with girls, now that's the thing. So when girls, let's talk about it real quick because you just said it, and it is. So why is that intimidating when a girl who is successful and a guy feels like they don't deserve to be with her because she's successful?
I think that it's intimidating because if you ain't on your square, if you ain't on your grind and you ain't getting it, and times is hard. You know what I'm saying?
But why you don't think they would use them as like motivation? Like, damn, she getting, I need to get my ass up and figure this out too. Like,
from an alpha male, it's just not the characteristic of an alpha male to want a woman to do for him. I definitely where I'm at right now, I definitely need a partner so we can get a bigger house and we can go half on them car notes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Cause once y'all together, you're a corporation though. But like once y'all together, like, what you say time out? You said time out?
I sure did.
What?
Sure did.
Well, grab the mic and tell us why. I know, you're a porno catch your Uber.
No. So no, that's not what I'm saying. I stopped him because when we started the conversation and you were like, oh, you know, strong. See, we have this conversation all the time because I feel like as a woman that there are guys and they're like, oh, she got this, she got whatever. Either I'm gonna try to take from her, which I hate dudes like that too, or they fall back because, like you said, they don't want to even add to it or whatever, right? Yeah. But
they don't know how to add to it.
They don't know. Well, yeah, some of them I feel like they don't know how to. Yeah, you're right. They don't know how to add it. Yeah, and I don't like that. But I had to grab the mic because I also still come from, like, a man is supposed to be a provider, and I want to do for my dude. I sure do. But I feel like you're supposed to take care of everything. Like, and I definitely want to do it. Like, I'm gonna spoil you. I'm gonna do all this stuff. But why are you not paying the mortgage? Why are you not paying the note? Like, whatever. But I'm gonna still make sure that I do a lot. Like, I'm gonna take you away. I'm gonna do stuff. But I don't feel like I'm supposed to be coming out 50-50. Or whatever, bro. Like, that's just me. That's just me.
All right, well, he has a response.
I have the perfect rebuttal.
But you want us to clean and cook like it's 1961? Because I can hear it real good, brother. I can hear it real good. I can hear it real good.
Clean for myself.
I think some things are automatic.
Yeah.
I think some things. You're a nurturer. And like in the courting process, you definitely want the guy to do things. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the real business of the partnership and the relationship,
because that's all it is. You got to remember that. That marriage license is a partnership. We're now partners. Because guess what? When we get separated, you gonna have that shit. That's a partnership.
Yeah. So that's how you look at it, though. You know what I'm saying? That's how you look at it. I'm looking for.
And that goes either way.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I might see my girl, like, she might want things, she might want that bag. I'm gonna buy that bag. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain things that, like, when I bid the business of our relationship, when you're married, the business of it is handling the business and the bills and prospering and growing. You know what I'm saying? So,
right, you could be the organizer.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to cooking,
in her defense, I think what she means is, like, as a man, you want somebody who will make you feel safe, right? That is no. Okay. No.
Of course, yes. That is the truth. But that's not what I was saying at that moment. In that moment, I was saying exactly what the rest of everybody.
She's saying.
I was saying car notes,
but
all that.
What you said?
You feel like the mortgage, certain bills.
Yes, you were saying like you don't split.
Yeah, because he was saying 50-50 or whatever, and I was like,
you want a man to take care of majority of the things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the
And
majority
but
of all.
for a woman, it's feeling safe. That
Yeah, okay,
if
so I
you
can-
can't provide, then he
Okay.
can take care of it, right?
Yeah.
Where you need to help and chip
Now
in.
she know what I'm
She
saying. She felt me. She felt me.
Okay.
She's in my
Yeah,
soul.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She felt me.
But you gotta look at it like this too, right? This guy's doing all this stuff for you. He's paying the bills. He's paying the mortgage, right?
Okay.
It's another woman out there. He can be paying the bills and the mortgage too.
Man, what they got?
So what's she doing for you?
Yeah, what does that mean?
What's your
What you
wait?
mean?
No.
What-
Because I want to know
Controversy.
why would he even say that?
Controversy.
Why would you even say that though?
Yeah.
No,
If you're a
because
partner, if you're in it, go ahead.
you would want someone that's equally involved
Yep.
That part.
into the finances as you.
You was chosen.
I don't want you to feel like I'm supposed to pay.
That part.
So if I come home 4 o'clock in the morning and you're asleep, do you supposed to wake up and give me some sex?
Sure am. When they said tap me on my shoulder, I roll over, boy. Oh, I say that, I'm still out there working. I have a business. I mean, I do other things. So I'm still out there, but I'm still cooking. We go out and I'm up at
So I
6
got a
a.m.
question.
So it doesn't
No, that's
matter.
cool.
I'm cooking for my kids. I'm cooking whatever.
But listen.
I do what I gotta do.
So I got a question at the same
So let's
time.
keep it like, yeah.
But I feel like at the same time, if you always relying on the man to be the, excuse me, if you're always relying on the man to be the provider, and if that man finds somebody outside of you,
Then what?
Yeah.
Then what?
and you haven't done anything to build up for yourself, then what?
But the thing about it is, I'm just saying, I have something. So I'm not saying I'm looking for someone to be a provider. I'm saying that to me,
But you gotta
a
spoke
man
in general,
should
like
be.
this is what a man should do. So I'm
Yeah,
speaking
they
in general,
should be.
not about you.
Oh, no,
So,
I'm saying,
in general,
for me.
If a man is doing all these things for a woman, she's now dependent on that man.
Yeah.
So all these independent songs y'all be singing is like, shut up.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, now you're dependent on this man because now this man has to feed, clothe, everything for you.
Yeah.
So if that man decides to walk away from that relationship,
Then what?
But if she
Okay, so now what Mac is saying makes a lot of sense, but that's why I've also been raised by my mom to always have something on my on the side. Because I have it's called the ER fund, the emergency reserve, motherfucker. You want to do you? It is what it is.
And I think you should have that. But my aspect I'm coming from is the growth. Like we always want to do more and be bigger and have a bigger house.
right?
And grow together.
And you should want to do more too.
Your
Like,
name,
you know what?
Don't have me paying all the bills. And your name's still on the deeds.
It's like I can pay most of the bills, but it's like at the same time, it's like you should be like, you know
My
what?
house.
Partnership is.
I'm gonna help you.
What you said?
My house.
That's my house. If I'm paying all the bills, if I'm paying all the bills that
All the groceries.
associates with that house, that's my house.
Man, you gonna sit the fuck down and shut the fuck up, okay? That's about the last thing I'm hearing.
Right now, you're in a situation
I'm
right
not
now.
in that situation.
You know,
I'm not. But I've been in that situation.
To each his own. Everybody
Yeah.
has their own opinion, and everybody has their own way and things that they want. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is my question. If a man paying for everything, then is it okay for him to hang out with his boys and then come in when he wants to?
Yeah.
Like,
But
y'all don't be going for that.
No, see, I'm different. Because I go out a lot too. So when I was married, even too, like we go out on our own, we go out together. Like I have no problem. That's never been an issue for me. That's not something that bothers me. My thing is when you don't show me enough time, though. You do you. Go out with your friends, because I want my friend time too. And then a lot of times midway in at night, it'll be like 1 something in the morning too. Oh, where y'all at? We gonna come through. You at what spot? All right, cool. We coming through. Me and however many people we coming through. How many tables you got? Blah, blah, blah. That's not my issue. So for me, that answer would be different than many other people maybe. That's all I'm saying.
I think a woman should be home with the books. She should like run the books. And run,
She meant the books of the house. He meant
like run the books. Like okay, baby, we gotta pay that. This was coming up. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
Like you doing that.
I thought he meant something else.
No, I need you to do that. You need to run the books. You know what I'm saying? Make sure the house is spotless. You know what I'm saying? So you know, just make sure like if I'm doing my half, which is the bills and everything like that, be doing your half, which is everything else.
We ain't missing the payment on nothing.
Nation.
But that's just the strength of the two people that's in a relationship, because he may be paying the bills, but then he may have someone that's irresponsible.
Organized. I said organized earlier.
Exactly.
So it just depends on your partner.
Yeah, it depends on your situation.
Yeah.
You know
But don't be an absorber. You just absorbing. You ain't helping me
I
grow.
agree with that. I agree.
Yeah.
Because you gotta help me grow now. But what's the purpose? Like, if you just here absorbing the lifestyle and you ain't helping me grow, then
I don't think though. I'm waiting for the text. I didn't get it yet. But what I'm saying is though, I don't think that just because someone is paying all the bills or whatever, or is the breadwinner, that doesn't mean that you're just sitting home eating bonbons, chilling. So, like he said, not only are you taking care of the books, but you're also coming up with ways. I've always been a creative, so in my head, it's always been about how can we make more money. You understand? So, like, how can I make you be the best that you can be? You understand? But it didn't mean that I had to be out and we had to be 50-50 paying the mortgage, 50-50 whatever. I'm trying to figure out different business plans. Like, let's make this and da-da-da.
If we was home, we'll be arguing right now.
but with that, you're still trying to bring in more revenue by coming up with more avenues to make money though.
Yeah. I'm saying like, you know, to have the plan and have like how your man's back and everything like that. That's all good. But it's a certain, like, I'm speaking from a male point of view, like it's going to be a strain on that male. You know what I'm saying? And when things go down, and you know what I'm saying, if things be up and down, we go up, we come down. We got to prepare to come back up. You know what I'm saying? It's all in God's plan. But, man, when it get hard, and these bills need to be paid, and I want to go out with my homies, and then you say anything, it's advice turns into nagging. Now, when you get 2-3 naggings a week, you feel me? You going through your call log.
Brisco, I understand what he's saying. I do understand where you're coming from. And I actually, like I said, that to me is hard for me to even identify with that because that's not me. But I get it. I know a lot of people like that. I have friends like that. But I actually have a young lady here now.
Let her join us too in this conversation.
Yes, Bonnie, please come up here. Chi-town,
Share Mike.
Wait, hold on.
What up, Bonnie?
Hey, honey.
What's up, baby?
What's up? Okay, we talking about this.
Yes.
Okay, well, my name is Bonnie for a reason. I'm.
Because you like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, I got the back, and I got the forward, the front, the side, all of that.
Okay.
So, me personally, I would say I'm not the sit-at-home type because I like to do a lot, and what I like to do costs a lot of money. So, you know, I'm more like a partner. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, you know, what I think is gonna make us a lot of money, but I'm also gonna put my foot out there and go network and do whatever I got to do so that it could take some of that strain off you. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that sounds good.
That sounds great.
yeah.
Great.
Oh wait, I'm saying the wrong thing.
No, because you said.
What I said didn't sound perfect?
No,
I'm offended.
I feel like we
you said, I don't want to be 50-50. You were so stuck on the 50-50.
But she said the same thing. Her delivery was just different.
Maybe that's what it was.
Blame it on Queens. I'm from New York. I'm sorry. I guess it's to the point.
You wrong, I'm caught.
Yeah, but I think that, you know, you might be dealing with someone. When you find out and y'all like, it's serious, we doing this, you know what I'm saying? When you stop calling her bae and be like, hey, stop calling her, that's my girl, that's my wife, you know what I'm saying? And it been, y'all know y'all got a vision together, she submit, and then y'all on a mission, you know what I'm saying? But, what I must say is that, I'm giving y'all advice, women. To keep a man, be there all the way around. All the way around the board, everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Can I cut in?
Please do.
Okay, cause some of y'all don't appreciate that. Y'all be thinking y'all got mama. You know what I mean? Like, it be like some instance where you can help a person or give your input, and it be like such a great idea that they'll be like, oh, okay, well, I ain't gotta do nothing now. I'ma just hang out and do what I do. And then it ends up being, oh, now I'm talking stuff because I done did all this. I built this empire. And you just sat and made it look good.
Sound like
Cause
cooking.
you the man.
Sound like something I've been through.
Sound like cooking.
But no,
I'm
Preach,
just saying
Bonnie.
that
No, I agree with that.
I've been in that situation before
agree with that.
where I had a dude who was hustling, you know what I mean, and he was getting money, but also he was going to jail, and I was like, okay, let's do something different so you don't go to jail, and we started a business together. Well, I mean, like, I kind of funded the business, and it grew, and then it just ended up being like, he tore it down and he spent all the money and everything, like, you know, a tech head or something. Like, why are you doing all that? But, yeah.
But I think it's based on the individual too, though. But I mean, I get what y'all are saying. So it's really based on the individual. But I don't know. Before you got up here, we were just talking about how, you know, Meeka is against the 50-50 rule.
No, I'm not against. See, let's be really clear. I'm not against. I'm not.
But we don't gotta say 50-50.
I'm not far removed from the 50-50.
I like how it was worded, though.
It's cool.
But continue to help me build.
It's around. It's out there.
But it don't have to be 50-50.
It's in there.
But listen, Meeka, it don't have to be 50-50.
It's a reality.
But I just feel like guys feel like if I'm doing all this providing, we don't want to hear a lot of nagging.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you already know I'm not a nagger. Like, so I'm just a different person.
But continue to help us grow.
And that's what I build businesses around you. So for me, I just feel like some guys, they don't know how to receive that anyway. So it doesn't matter. That's my thing.
Well, it depends on your approach too.
No, not even the approach. It depends on the person. Because they don't know how to receive it, meaning...
Because you might not know how to give it either, like, that's what I'm saying.
I've done it and not even been, you know, I'm not even going to be like, hey, I'm not fighting, I'm not being...
I got a question.
Oh, yes, please.
All right, Meeka, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
in New York, I done moved from Opalaka and came straight to New York. We staying together, right?
Yeah.
We got serious, right? We done got. I came with a bag and we getting some real money. You know what I'm saying? Together.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I say, man, I get on my knees and say, baby, you know what I'm saying? Would you marry me? You say yes, right? Then when we go to the lawyer's office, I tell you, hey, sign the prenup. Prenup or no prenup?
Depends.
On what?
How much I got?
Prenup?
No, it don't depend on how much.
What's it depend on?
Right.
Depends on, because I'm not opposed to prenuptial agreements, especially now, like,
And we
being
want to hear from you
divorced.
next.
Especially now being divorced, like, so I have whatever, like, I'm not opposed to prenup, but what are we saying in this prenup? Because prenups actually can avoid a lot of, like, drama in a divorce. You know, it can avoid a lot of fighting, a lot of court fees, a lot of lawyer fees. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm just saying that, what are you saying in it? Are you trying to say, bitch, I'm gonna leave you on your knees. I'm trying to leave you out here fucked up? Like, what you trying to say? Or whatever I came with, I'm living? Nah, nigga, nah. Because what if we have kids? What if we have, you know what I'm saying? Things gotta be provided for that. Let's make it fair. And if I'm the breadwinner and I gotta like make sure that you stay with the house and then I do whatever, then that's fine. But let's make it fair. I'm not signing no one-sided shit. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. And what's your thoughts?
I'm signing it. You know why? Because I feel like I'm a force. So with or without you, if you leave me, guess what? I'm gonna just be doing the same thing over here and I'm gonna get it. You know what I mean? I always been like, that's just been me. I'm gonna sign it.
So what if you help build all this stuff? Because I'm a business builder. Let me shut the fuck up, because I done been through this already. So I ain't even gonna, let me just shut the fuck up. I done helped somebody build businesses. We done got real estate. We do whatever, and then when you don't have anything in place, they try to take all of that because they say that their money bought that. But no, it was my business acumen that fucking did that, nigga. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So don't try to dismiss or whatever that I can, yeah.
See, I totally understand what you're saying. Because like I said, I've been there. But at the same token, like you said, that's what you do, you build it. So that person without you is not gonna grow that business like you would, or like your mind started it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really gonna matter. I feel like the 50-50 thing is all about who you do it with. You gotta know your partner before you decide to really go in on anything with them, because if you don't really know the person that you're with, it's gonna be different. You know, the main thing people have issues about is money. You know, so if they ain't doing the right things to make y'all grow as a couple or whatever, it ain't gonna work anyways.
Okay. Somebody on the live said, Ray said if you are not around when the money was made, then sign a prenup. But if you were there to help the build, then don't sign it.
Okay, Ray.
So what do y'all think about that?
Shout out to Ray. I like that.
I said that's 100% true.
I agree.
That's true.
So then that's almost like saying like, leave with what you came with then, right?
What you came with, yeah.
Not always.
What y'all came with
around.
because
Yeah, bust down what you made together.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily because, like, for example, in our case or whatever, I was around before anything, but I still wasn't making $30 million. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you can't say leave what you came with. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I was
But
still
y'all
around
was
before.
dated in college.
But that's what I'm saying. I was still around before anything.
Well, you probably have to give people a little more detail on your relationship that y'all was in college before he made it too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I agree with him. I'm like, okay, yeah, if you weren't around and you just popping up, like, you know, let's say LeBron wasn't married, $100 billion strong or whatever he got now, $500 million strong with all his endorsements, and then he meets somebody, yeah. But I don't even think it's, in that case, should be leaving what you came with, because at that point, I think it should be, if you're with me for 10 years and I've afforded you some kind of lifestyle and you have a child, I gotta make sure that you're good.
But what if they don't have a child?
If they don't have a child, that's different. But I think children just make...
Children do make a difference because, I mean, that's their child.
Yeah.
Right, but if they don't have a child and they come in...
If they don't have a child...
Because I've seen people come in situations and then they get adapted to a lifestyle and they feel like, I left, you exposed me to this, and this is the lifestyle I need to maintain.
I mean, just because you exposed me to this don't mean that this was what I was meant for. So that's different, but... that's different. But I think because if you were adding to it, kind of like what we were saying, let's say you still came in later on, but you were adding to the lifestyle by helping to manage him and bring in endorsements, bring in this. Because there are many people that do that still, you know, then that's different. And I think you should be handled differently. I just think that every case, it's a case-by-case scenario.
But you got to remember, too, like, when you get into the legal battles and, you might have came in and did these things, but... we get a divorce at this point, so it's like,
so you ain't
do nothing.
You mad, you big mad.
I don't recall this.
Big mad.
So that, you know, the mindset can be a little different.
No, I know, because trust me, I know, because I remember at one point, this is so transparent right here. At one point in court, like we were arguing, he was like, she ain't did nothing. The judge was like, her name is on all the properties. Like, what are you talking about? The real estate company is in her name. Why are you lying right now? Like, so I get it. And I had to just say, people get mad. You're big mad at the end. Yeah. And I get that. But I also feel like you're supposed to, and I mean, I think it's just me. I get angry. I'm a Leo, so I have a temper. Yeah, I do. But I've always been able to, well, maybe more in the latter years, I've been able to separate or step outside of a situation and kind of see where I'm wrong or somebody else is wrong and be like, yo, come on, we got to do whatever. So I just feel like a lot of people can't do that, though.
And me, I feel like everybody's an individual. And yeah, you team up with a person, you get married, and you become supposed to be one. But I don't know, my grandma always say, you don't never tell a man how much money you got. So I don't put all my eggs in one basket, you know what I mean? Like, I always have to have something else, you know what I mean? Like, I'm putting stuff in my kid's name or something else. I'm growing something else so that it's not, I don't want to be like left with a short stick, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of women, they give themselves so much, or even like sometimes some guys, you fall in love with the person, you're captivated by them, and you're thinking it's going to be everything. Oh, this person is just this and that, but before them, you were you know what I mean? So you got to make sure that you are good, because even though a person may seem to have your best interest, in the end, you're yourself. And if they die and you ain't on nothing, you ain't got nothing.
See, that's dope. And I love what your grandmother said. Because, like I said, I grew up where, like, everything was 50-50. My parents were, like, a unit. And that's what it is. And then my mother started working later on, like, after I was in probably 4th, 5th grade, she started like really working, becoming a legal secretary or whatever. And she had her own little money on the side of it. My dad was a stockbroker. He did his thing, whatever, for us being where we from. And I was like, why we live here? That's a sidebar. Because I was like, yo, why we live here though? Like, bruh, let's shoot every day. No, I did say that to my dad one day though, for real. But, so I grew up like that. And so I guess it's crazy. I commend you for, having a different attitude. Because for me, I think that could be where I went wrong with a lot of stuff, because I feel like it's a partnership. I'm kind of like more, even though I say, yes, I do think a man is supposed to provide or whatever, I'm a big giver. Like, I'm a pleaser. Like, we got to, like, do things together. I got to make sure that I'm always riding. Not like that, yeah. I think about it. I knew Mac's ass is like in the gutter. I knew Mac's ass is in the gutter. I'm a ride for like, dude, like, we're gonna like make it. We're gonna go, what you wanna do? All right, let's get there. Let's be the top of your game. How can I be the least bothersome, but be the best motivator to help you get there, and vice versa. I want you to do the same for me. But again, that's where I guess it was different, because I'm always wanting to like, whatever I got is yours, whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever, so.
Well, I want to generalize, because like, I feel like sometimes we generalize things, but like, some girls come in the situation is like, I just want to be a kept woman. You know what I mean? But then you have other girls who have goals and ambitions. So I feel like a lot of the guys who are the providers, they want to see another girl who has some goals and still help them reach it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a friend who, he has money and everything, and he was dating a younger girl, but the fact that she still wanted to go to school and like learn more stuff, and he didn't mind paying for it because it was going to better her to later on better them. You know what I'm saying? So it has to be that type of situation. It can't be somebody who just wants to come in and absorb and feel like, I had these kids, so now you got to take care of us. You know what I mean? So when we saying come in and be 50-50, it don't always have to be financially, but it has to be like support-wise, emotionally. It has to be in those areas in life to help make us better, because we won at this point. Now we're married. So everything has to be, the goal has to be to make us one, and make us better and keep elevating. Because other than that, then what are we doing?
Your delivery was better than his then.
I think the kids changed, for me, the kids changed everything. You know what I'm saying? They changed the dynamic of everything, because when the kid, like, my kids involved, you know what I'm saying, when I did go away, the mothers of my children were there and great parents to my boys, and I commend them for that. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that I won't do for them. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the kids change things, and sometimes you're just dealing with a knucklehead. Sometimes you're just dealing with somebody that's not there and they're thinking not right. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that as a union, as you're growing together too, in all aspects, like Max said, in all aspects, you know what I'm saying? You want to grow that person, make that person better. You know what I'm saying? Because it's an influence on your kids, and it's going to show when they grow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they see, the history repeats itself. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that for me, my kids is like what makes me love the mothers of my kids better, more. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like to each his own though. Like some people you might be in a relationship with somebody that's like this at the beginning, then they flip mode on you. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of women, I hear that from a lot of women, that you dealing like with a dude that has a mask on. It's good in the courting process. When you call it puppy love, it's like good, it feels good, everything. And then he flips on you, and you find out he's selfish. You find out
we go overtime today.
You know what I'm saying?
We are, but I also feel like on the woman's side too is the woman sometimes can be looking for love, and I done seen this a bunch of times. And once she has that child, she found the love in that child, and she no longer sees the dude.
Yeah.
And it's like over the guy, and it's like the love that she was looking for, she knows that child loves her back, and she no longer really like, the guy kind of like irritates her now, because she, a woman been searching for love, and then, they know one thing they do know is the child that they birth loves them back, and that's the love they was looking for. And I've seen it happen with a lot of different people, and that's how women can turn too. So it ain't just God.
I just think that too. I think too with women too, like in my situation, you know, my kids made the mothers of my children fatigued. Like they just was tired of like, at the end of the day, they was just tired of like doing for them all day. I'm going out, I'm getting my money or whatever, I'm doing what I gotta do, but they're there to the fend for the kids, you know what I'm saying? It's just like put another strain on it. So you gotta look at stuff in all aspects and all situations and the timing and everything.
Well, yeah, because they probably looking at it as like, oh, your lifestyle, you get to hang out, you get to party this and the other, and I'm here running behind the kids. You know, kids got a lot of energy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, I gotta run behind the kids all day, you're just hanging out with your friends and this and the other. Yeah. So they probably looking at like, when can I get a break? So I get that. Yeah.
So, see, I kind of agree with you and you both, because I have little babies. But I don't think so much is so, like, they looking for love so much and they finding a baby and then they, like, forget you. I think it's more so, like, well, I would say in my situation, I've had this baby and I thought things with you and I would change or get better because now we have this family, but it's not. You know what I mean? You're not setting a better example for this child we have. So now I'm looking at you like, yeah, I don't really like you no more.
I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah, that happens a whole lot. I mean,
but I never understood how people, or why people, not you, but I'm saying why people think that a baby gonna change anything. Like, it don't. Like, that man may be head over heels for that baby, but it's not gonna change how he act.
Okay, let me fix this. Because I don't mean change our relationship. I mean change you as a whole, as a person, as far as like growing you. Because I was mad, immature, like crazy, stupid, doing all types of stuff before I had my children. And once I had my children, I started to look at things differently and started thinking like planning our future and like growth as a person. But some people have kids and they like, oh, I got a shorty. Oh, he just like me. That's it. That's just as far as it goes. It ain't, I want to be a better person. I want to do this for society. I want to this and that. It's just that. That's my shorty. Looks like me. Done. That's it.
Yeah, like building the foundation too. Like, you want to build something that your kids can have.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? The most stressful thing is like trying to get it, and then because the motivation of a man when they have kids is to get it for them to provide for their family. A real man, like me personally, I want to go get it and
Big fat.
you know what I'm saying? Like set something up for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I think that going back to like when it's a separation or anything like that, we're not together no more. I just think that like that ruins a lot of the plans that I had. You know what I'm saying?
So my next question is like with parents, and when they have kids, and how come sometimes the kid almost becomes the pawn in situations? Like, you know what I mean? The child away, from the dad or things like that. And I have friends who want to see their child, but then the woman's being bitter or mad, so she's like, no. And it's like, but it's affecting the child, but you're using the child to really, I guess the woman's not totally over the man, so she's trying to use the child to will him back in.
And it goes both ways, because I've been in a situation where my baby mom like, get your boy, so she can do her. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think like we keep going back to it, man. It's the situation, it's the person, it's the timing. You know what I'm saying? It's the things that led up to the, you know what I'm saying, to the mayhem. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Because sometimes you be like, no, you ain't doing what you should be doing. Why would I let them see you? Like, no. I mean, look how you look. You got this and that going on. Why would I bring my child in that environment? You know, when I could see you, then I could, see what type of environment was going on. Now you doing all this, and I'm looking from the outside in. Now I don't think our shorty's cool in that situation, so no, you can't get him. And then
looking all fucked up.
Well, I don't know about that.
Nappy head.
I don't know about that. But I was gonna say that I get what you're saying, and I think like speaking for myself, when we were back in New York a couple years ago when everything first popped off and everything, I would be like, yo, come see the kids or come take them to dinner. Like, I don't fuck with your situation and they don't fuck with your situation, so you ain't gonna have them in that situation, but I want them to like fuck with you. Like, I really want, like, my kids were so obsessed with their dad, you know, that you really couldn't take that away from them and then know that it's okay, because my oldest went through a lot. So seeing that strip from her was heart-wrenching for me. So I kept trying to be like, yo, you need to like bridge that gap again. So for me, I would always be like, yo, you gotta come spend time, like go do whatever. So
what? I say it was the daddy.
Who's daddy?
I'm trying to see what you about to say.
What you about to say? You thought you was my baby daddy?
Right. Yeah, like you say, she look at me like, and her face was getting mean.
I'm with you, but I can't stand him.
Right? Woman power, right? No, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that it's a way to go around it, is what I was saying. Like, I never really had that. I never really had what you're saying happen, but I can see how it could easily be that with women. I can see how it is, and it could easily be.
You think the woman's not totally over the guy?
I don't think it's that they're not over him. They just don't fuck with the way they moving.
Oh, okay.
You understand?
You know what?
What is it? Oh,
you know what? Like in some instances, I agree with you, because, like, I've been like a girlfriend at the time of not having kids, and like I know like the baby mom would like send me stuff and be like, oh, we still talking, and then it'd be like, oh, we playing with the baby. So then when I get the baby and he get the baby, now I'm on social media with the baby. I get your baby.
Oh, that's bitches. You fighting. You can't do that. Like, nobody, baby.
But I know why you don't want the baby around, because she looks cute with me.
I think under no circumstances that a woman should keep the child away from the father.
Right.
Like, I don't care what.
What if they on drugs?
Because you don't like her.
What if the daddy on drugs?
Most of the time it be you don't like her.
Because she could be
You're
drugs
not
like
with.
that.
Nah, if it's drugs, of course.
Okay. That's what we talking about.
You know what I'm saying? Of course.
Okay.
But cherish the man that wants to do for his kids.
Absolutely.
If he wants his kids, give him that boy to his kids.
Absolutely.
Because it's like, if I want my son, I want my son. I had my son. We was definitely 50-50 with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like you don't carry more ownership of my child because you're the mother. No. I feel like if it definitely take two, and it's like, okay, initially, baby, I'm pregnant. I'm with it. Let's have this baby. I ain't say, all right, go have your baby. I'ma holler. You know what I'm saying? So I think if a man wants to be with his kids, I don't care what's going on that you don't like. Who are you to say that his relationship with his kids is in your hands?
But what about the guys who be trying to only be with the kid just to be around you?
Nah, that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about.
No, it's not rare.
Definitely.
But I'm just saying that I know, I appreciate everything he was saying, but I know he wasn't talking to me. Because I was forcing people to spend time with their kids. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like me 24/7 for months. And I'm like, are you going to take them to dinner? Are you going to do something with them? Like, can you spend time with them? So that's not me. But I feel like sometimes people, and this is another thing, I feel like people misconstrue the fact that a girl may not want, again, not me, a girl may not want their kids around, the kid father may be arguing with the kid's father and say, oh, I don't want him around you, and they think that it's because they still want them. You said earlier, you was like, because they think they still want them, or they still want to be with them.
I feel like the woman may still want the child since she was a child, like.
They still want the child, you said?
No, I feel like the woman sometimes still want the man.
The man. And I think that can be, that's what I'm saying. I think that is the misconception. just because they're beefing or she don't want them to see it or she's angry for whatever reasons, a lot of people always
It could be a new girl in the picture.
Yeah, but a lot of people always assume that it's, because she still want me, she not over me, she ain't move on yet. It don't have nothing to do with that. It could be a lot of things. It could be the way you treating the kid. It could be the way you communicate with them. Like we can't even communicate. So how can I even get to the part where you trying to see the kid?
But I think that our beef and our disputes has nothing to do with the kids. It has nothing to do with our responsibilities for our kids.
I agree with you, but I'm saying if we're at a point where we can't even communicate properly, how do we even get to the point where you're saying that you want to see your kids? Like we arguing, beefing, you can't even get to that point.
I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But when I call, let's not have no discrepancies of
who did that?
Right. Baby Future coming to see me. A baby Future coming to be with his dad. And it shouldn't have an expiration date of the time that we go spend with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want my baby back. No. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a man can raise his son, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I'm saying, he was raised, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we got knuckleheads out here, we got deadbeats out here, you know what I'm saying? They don't deserve it. I think you have to deserve to be a father too. You know what I'm saying? You got to go over and beyond things to show your son and teach your sons. Like me, I teach my sons before the world teach them. You know what I'm saying? I think they lying, go put your hand on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So I teach them certain values and teach them certain things and I instill certain things that my father instilled in me. And it's history repeating itself. I'm just doing it with them. You know what I'm saying? So I just think for every man is different. For every situation is different. But the relationship that the new relationship that I'm in shouldn't have no weight on our relationship with our kid. You know what I'm saying? So I think we just need to be, and all in all, we need to be more mature on how we deal with our kids and how we deal with our, you know what I'm saying, the mothers of our kids, the fathers of our kids. We gotta just be more mature and put all that stuff to the side. Because if you don't put it to the side, it's just gonna be confusion. It's gonna be unhealthy for the kid. Because when they grow up, they gonna take a side. They gonna take the mama side.
That's true.
It's a lot. Like my son, one thing he said, man, listen, I called his mama a bitch one day. He said, how would you feel if somebody called your mama a bitch?
Exactly.
I never called her a bitch again. You know what I'm saying? So they see it, they absorb it, and then when they give it back to you, it's gonna be hurtful. I don't care if they be 30. They 30 years old and they say something crazy to you. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad and it's gonna stick. You know what I'm saying? So I think us as parents and us as the future parents, we just gotta understand that this is the only thing you own in this world is choices in your kids. Anything else can be taken away. You know what I'm saying? They done made it possible for you. They can take your kids away now. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be careful in certain surroundings, certain neighborhoods. We just got to be careful with what our kids are exposed to.
So you're telling me that a deadbeat that has never been there, ever, like ever, for their child, that the woman shouldn't be able to allow her child to call the man who's been his father?
No. You don't do that though.
No. Even if they know all of their father and who their father is.
Especially if they know who their father is. Especially if he knows who his father is.
Call him Stephanie or something. But I think the issue shouldn't be pushed from the mother to the child. I think the child should feel like, okay, this is my dad.
It's hurtful for a woman or for you to see your child call another person their parent. But do you not think that it's hurtful to the mother for the child to come and say, why does my daddy not want me? Or why does this person not? And why can I call this person daddy? You don't think that's hurtful?
No, I feel like
you don't,
if the issue is pressed, that, you know what I'm saying, that your influence that you have on the child, like, this is your dad, or you say something like, this is, like, you have a dad, but this is your dad.
Or something else.
Call him Stephanie.
I'm not saying.
So grimy.
I'm not saying the woman should say, hey, this is your dad. But if the child on their own says,
no,
dad
that's
or mom,
that's something you
or
can't
this or
change.
that, yeah, I mean, like
my niece, I'm like, she loves her dad. She be with her dad, but she calls me her dad too. You know what I'm saying? One of my first baby mom, she has 2 kids before my son. They say pops and call me. You know what I'm saying? Certain things like that.
Okay.
Because because listen, I wasn't a playground boyfriend. I just wasn't no boyfriend. I was there to stay, and I actually had a baby. You know what I'm saying? With their mother. So it was a little more serious. The dynamic was changed. You know what I'm saying?
That's
but you,
what she said.
yeah, I'm just saying like, but listen, when you go when like if it's not marriage, we just go, yeah, we shacking and all that. I just feel like it's not that serious, and we don't know it's that serious until marriage is final or something like that. We married now. Now we can build our family. This is our household. This is our family. Okay, but the come and goes. You know what I'm saying?
Then
somebody
they got
you're dealing with, it feels good, then they switch, and you got this book called. You know what I'm saying? You got my son calling his dad. You know what I'm saying? That's just untasteful.
I understand what you're saying, but I was coming from a different standpoint, like, you know, daddy never been there, and then this gentleman.
When daddy came back?
Daddy never came.
Oh.
Never came. They was born, daddy didn't come to the hospital. Daddy wanted to call once somebody else was there for a long time and stuff. And daddy like, oh, I'm talking to my son. What? When is his birthday?
So how do you introduce how do you introduce the real dad?
The real dad?
How do you introduce that?
This is your biological father. This is the person that God chose to help me make you with. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
How do they receive it?
That seems cheap.
Everything what's up. That's the role. Yeah, I mean, actually, when I say this is like my personal situation, and my son calls his biological father by his name. He doesn't call him dad because
straight up
he doesn't know him to be dad.
Damn sure call Sinbad his name.
I mean, like, I don't allow him to call anybody else father, but he doesn't call him dad. You know?
Definitely.
And he doesn't know him.
That situation, that presented itself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That presented itself. And you, as a mother, like, you supposed to say, how serious are we for my child to be called? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a big thing on the mother of my child, right? She had a dude. You know what I'm saying? A couple months go by, she got another dude.
Couple
months go by, she got another dude. But guess what? Like, you know, let these guys meet. I'm not gonna let my kids meet all these guys. Yeah. And now you got a daughter. She done seen all these guys. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that I be hesitant to let girls meet my boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that that's like irresponsible. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you gotta be responsible when you dealing with them kids.
Right.
Because kids see more than you think.
Because you're molding them. You know what I'm saying?
And vice versa, because dads be having girls. And girls and girls and girls.
But he said he don't let people see his kids.
Yeah, like I try not to. You know what I'm saying? I try not to. I try not to let them come to my house. But I'm saying, like, I just try not to expose my son to that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they be whoremongers or, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Womenizers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think, because I'm in the molding process. You know what I'm saying? These are ultimately my investments, my kids. You know what I'm saying?
How old are your boys?
Man, I got a 16-year-old named British and a 10-year-old named Britain.
Okay.
And they're like,
my kids are the same. I have a 16 and 11-year-old.
See, my boys, like, there's no filter in my house. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Just yesterday, I say, Brit, I want you to take out the garbage. Make sure you take out the garbage now. You playing this video game. I come home about 4 in the morning. The garbage piled up. I woke his ass up. I made him clean the bathroom. I made him clean do the dishes. I slaved him in there. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Dad, I gotta go to school. I said, this school.
Yeah.
And you better wake up for school too. That's what I told him.
So it's just like,
You're gonna learn next
it's just
time.
like what you teach them, they learn.
That's
you know
what
what
I
I'm saying? I
agree
can see him doing that to his kids. You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that. That's my parents.
Real deep.
Real things. So Bonnie, let's get into you and your music though. Tell us about Bonnie.
Yes, Bonnie Element.
Oh, Bonnie's from Chicago.
What part of Chicago
South-
you from?
Wow. No.
I was saying everybody said
No,
Southside.
110th Perry.
Okay.
Yeah. Perry.
Perry?
Yeah.
Is that close to like the beach by West Toohey?
The beach?
I don't know.
Well, not the beach over east.
I'm asking.
Okay,
These are questions
the Huntington is south. The Huntington is the south side of Chicago. Okay. Yeah. There's low end, and you got the Huntington. It's known as the Wild Huntington. That's where I'm from.
You said Southside?
Yeah.
I just said Southside.
Oh, she said. I said the water next to the beach.
Yeah, you said no.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's why I said
I was saying no to her when she said the beach.
I thought you said Southside.
You asked that first, and you said no. So that's why I said something different.
I got one brain.
Because you said Southside, and I was like, oh, when she said no, I thought it was something different. So I said, let me show I know a different part.
The club. It feels good when you got your own club.
Right.
I made me some chicken yesterday.
You know people feel like we in Studio 23 now.
Yeah. Shouts out to Freezy, E-Class, Chuck,
damn.
Flo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They out here empowering us. Give us a job.
Too. I want to shout out City, Shorty Capone, my producer, Excellence. Let me just say, if you Google right now, the #1 song in the nation is going to be produced by Excel.
Shout out to
It's
Excel.
called Follow God by Kanye West. My producer smoking, man.
Fire.
Fire.
Super fun.
Oh, I like that one.
All right, so I guess we about to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I didn't even realize I got this late.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we're going to end it with my favorite song by Brisco.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Chris, I got you.